What is up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watts, and in this video, this is my full Star Wars Episode 9 speculation. Okay, and from what we heard about, I'm gonna go over from what we heard. So far, we heard about Episode 9's that everyone should know by now that Luke Skywalker is going to be back as a Force ghost. So, yeah, everyone knows that. How could you not know that after Mark Hamill clearly stated that Luke will be back as a Force ghost? Alright, so let's get on to today's topic. Here's how... This is my full speculation on Star Wars Episode 9. Is that at the beginning of the movie, Palpatine gets resurrected. Okay? He gets resurrected. General Hux noticed that Palpatine's resurrected. He goes to find Palpatine. He has Kylo Ren removed from Supreme Leader. Palpatine becomes Supreme Leader, okay? And I've discussed that in my video before, on my other speculation video, if you want to go back and check that out for those of you who are new to the channel. But anyway, Palpatine is resurrected at the beginning of the movie. He becomes the Supreme Leader of the First Order, and then he has of the Sith fleet and the First Order, plus he brings the Sith fleet, because here's the thing, I don't think the Sith fleet is the enemy of the First Order. I think what Palpatine would do when he becomes Supreme Leader is he would bring the Sith fleet and the First Order together in Star Wars Episode 9. Kylo Ren becomes the apprentice once again of Palpatine, and the First Order and the Sith fleet gets reorganized into the Sith Order. And then the Sith fleet has stormtroopers, and all their Star Destroyers on the Sith fleet have Death Star armored technology. And between all you guys, I think that's a great idea. I like it. I like where Star Wars Episode 9 is going. I like where it's going. But the Sith fleet and the First Order come together in Star Wars Episode 9. They form into the Sith Order, with Palpatine as the Supreme Leader, Kylo Ren as the apprentice once again. And then General Hux is still as a general. Although, yes, it may have said in writing that General Hux wants to rule. But there's also possibility that he's not ready to rule, and he sees Palpatine because he does not trust Kylo Ren as Supreme Leader of the First Order. There is no way he trusts Kylo Ren as Supreme Leader. So, he becomes the Supreme Leader of the First Order. He tries to make Kylo Ren the better Vader. He makes Kylo Ren the better Vader. And then throughout the whole entire film. And then after he does all that, and then after that, Palpatine sends Kylo Ren to go out to find Rey. And from what we heard, Kylo Ren, this could be a spoiler for Star Wars Episode 9, so for those of you who don't want to be spoiled for the film, I would skip a couple minutes ahead on this video at least, because some of this will get into, because this is probably a major spoiler for the film in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, is where Rey and Kylo Ren will have multiple lightsaber battles. It's not going to be this one lightsaber battle that occurs at the ending of the movie. it's going to be multiple throughout the film. Like at the beginning of the film, Kylo Ren fails to bring her to Palpatine, but they did have a lightsaber duel before then. Then they had another lightsaber duel on the remains of the Death Star after Rey experiences a flashback vision there. That is another spoiler, just warning you. Where Rey experiences a flashback scene all the way back to Return of the Jedi, where she experiences the fight, the lightsaber battle between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and the Emperor, like where they collab lightsabers and you see the Emperor in there laughing, which explains the laugh in the teaser trailer, The Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Okay? But anyway, and then after that, Kylo Ren arrives, tries to get Rey to come with him, but Rey refuses. And then there's this lightsaber battle between Rey and Kylo Ren on the remains of the Death Star, which we saw in the new trailer. It was it was a close-up vision of the remains of the Death Star. It was still on the same planet, but it was kind of on the remains of the Death Star. They were lightsaber battling, but Rey ends up getting away once again. But by the next time they find each other, they lightsaber battle again. But this time, Kylo Ren takes Rey to Palpatine's new throne room in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. And I'm just warning you, that is also a spoiler for Star Wars Episode 9. Is where Rey gets taken into Palpatine's new throne room. Okay? They have this big lightsaber battle. Who knows? We don't know where it's gonna be or what. It might be on a new Starkiller base. Who knows? Maybe the First Order secretly constructed two Starkiller bases. Or maybe there's actually a Starkiller base. Or maybe the Sith fleet had a Starkiller base before the Sith fleet and the First Order came together. But maybe their Starkiller base would be in it, and Palpatine's new throne room would be in it, and then they would have this, Rey and Kylo Ren would have this lightsaber battle, and then Kylo Ren battles her for a little bit. Now, as I was saying in my last video, that last video where I made the speculations for Star Wars Episode 9, is where Rey kept battling Kylo Ren, and then we see Leia come in, tries to redeem Kylo Ren. He refused to get redeemed, and then he tries to strike Leia down, but realizes that Leia was just a Force projection. She sacrifices herself, but that doesn't fully turn Kylo Ren to the light yet. If you think about it, that doesn't really fully turn Kylo Ren to the light. Kylo Ren is still dark, but then he gets angry at Rey, and then starts taking his anger out on it. And then they end up lightsaber battling for a little bit until Rey ends up defeating Kylo Ren, injuring him, but doesn't kill him. He injures him, cuts his lightsaber in half, probably. And then after that, Palpatine comes in the picture, and then Palpatine has this new lightsaber. He pulls it out, and then they both battle. Meanwhile, Anakin's Force Ghost came to Kylo Ren, and this time, after Anakin's Force Ghost convinces Kylo Ren what he's doing was wrong, and telling him to cut it out because he doesn't want to prevent him from making the same mistakes that he made, because his grandfather would not want Kylo Ren, his grandson, making the same mistakes that he made. Okay? So that's why Anakin's Force Ghost convinces him and tells him to cut it out. And he does. He turns, and then he turns back to the light. Meanwhile, while Rey and Palpatine were lightsaber battling, and then Rey defeats Palpatine by cutting his lightsaber in half, probably. And then after that, Palpatine moves to Plan B, which is his Force Lightning. He puts his Force Lightning on it, on the lightsaber, but it only goes to the lightsaber. And she's holding it with the lightsaber, using her strength, and you can kind of see her struggling. She struggles with it, but then Kylo Ren comes up from behind, picks Palpatine up, throws him into the shaft once again, and then he gets destroyed, but not once and for all yet. Okay? Now here's where I come to where all of you guys have been talking about. Remember that second teaser trailer where we saw Rey in a dark cloak and that double-bladed lightsaber? Palpatine's spirit comes up, possesses Rey, and then possesses Rey. Well, Rey was looking at Kylo Ren. He comes up, holds Rey down, and then possesses her, and then Rey ends up running away. But then Kylo Ren goes to find her. But then this time, Kylo Ren actually found her, possessed. She was possessed by Palpatine, but he ended up seeing her in a dark cloak. And she probably got the double-bladed lightsaber from the Sith fleet, or she probably had some time during that time while Kylo Ren was looking for her to find that lightsaber in that cloak. She got in that cloak real fast, but then once Kylo Ren found her in that cloak and that double-bladed lightsaber, he battles Rey with that lightsaber, and then after a little bit of lightsaber battling, Anakin's Force Ghost comes in the picture, takes Palpatine's spirit out, which Force Ghosts have the ability to do that. Takes Palpatine's Force Ghost out, and then he says this: "You shall no longer exist." And then with his hands, he crushes Palpatine's Force Ghost in the dust. And that's when Palpatine is destroyed once and for all. And then after that, at the ending, we'll see a Force Ghost of Leia, all the Jedi Force Ghosts that were ever interacted with Star Wars Rebels, the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy, all of that. We'll see all the Force Ghosts at the end of Episode 9. Now that's my full speculation for after I saw the 2 teaser trailers for Star Wars Episode 9. I'll still do some more speculations, but what do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, and I will see you all later for another video. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can take your first steps towards becoming a part of my community, which is Darth Watts. Be sure to follow my Instagram, which is DarthWatts766. And my Star Wars Instagram, which is DarthWatts766. And I will see you all later in another video.